Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Today we're going to discuss William. And we're going to be discussing William in regards to a Newsweek article that was written earlier this year. And the concern is very interesting. It's William was actually told to back Christianity or abdicate. He's the heir, and he will become not only king, but he's to become the head of the church. However, Queen Elizabeth's former chaplain, voiced concerns because William doesn't show himself to be very spiritual. He doesn't feel that William will actually take on the role as head of the church. And he voiced his concerns. And a few of them are, and I'm going to tell you, I'll go over them right now. A few of them are that William is not spiritual. He does not attend church regularly. He only attends about twice a year. Easter and Christmas Eve or something like that. He's not comfortable, which I found very interesting. He's not comfortable in a faith environment. And so ultimately their fear is that William will create a constitutional crisis. They fear that he'll create a constitutional crisis that will impact 500 years of work that has been put in constitutional arrangements. So we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look to see if that is indeed true. Will William create a crisis? A constitutional crisis? And will there be a question of abdication? Okay. Can I have a seat here? Adjusting the camera a bit. In the past position, you have the Lovers. It speaks to a union partnership, values. So in the past position, there's an acknowledgement of the church, a harmony of the relationship. Current position is the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents traditions as well, institutions. It represents the church. Here's the church. Conversations is going on right now about his relationship. So we see it. The future position is the Hermit, and it is in reverse. The Hermit in reverse signifies withdrawal. It can losing your way, and it can signify resignation. So the challenge for the prince is lack of faith. His challenge is he cannot be what they want him to be, because he doesn't have the faith. He lost it long ago. The final outcome card and that's the sun. The star, the star. In reverse, by the way. The final outcome card is the Three of Pentacles. And it speaks to collaboration, building. So, I see there's going to be a challenge. There's going to be a challenge. In the past, let me just do a quick recap. 7-minute mark. In the past, yes, there was a union. He did find strength in the partnership. It brought him, he joined together with his wife under the guise of the faith. So there was a harmony, a partnership. And this past position is the Lovers. The current position is the current state of how he is being viewed, how the church is looking at the landscape. And right now, the church is, we are here, you're to become an authority. You're supposed to follow the tradition, the religion. You're supposed to follow the rules. So the church is here saying, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this. However, in the future position, we've got the Hermit in reverse. And the Hermit speaks to isolation when it's in reverse. It speaks to someone who has lost their way. So it's acknowledged that he doesn't want to follow that path. He's not aligned with the church. And why? Because his challenge is a lack of faith. He is supposed to represent, he's supposed to be the head of the church when he becomes king. But he has a lack of faith. That is the challenge. In the future, his final outcome card, which is the challenge, is the Star in reverse. The final outcome card is the Three of Pentacles. And what I see him trying to do, I see him trying to work with the church. He's going to try to work with them. He's going to try. will he be successful? Gonna get a clarifier. The clarifier is the 8 of Wands, and it's in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse speaks to delays. It speaks to frustrations. It speaks to actually panic. So I think he may try to work with the church. I think he'll try to appease the church. However, I wouldn't be surprised if he walked away. Let me get another clarifier. Will he abdicate? No. Okay. The additional clarifier that I have is the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles speaks to sharing, generosity, giving. And I think if it was a standalone question, will he abdicate? It would definitely be an affirmative. I'm just going to look these cards over once more. I'm going to incorporate the time oracles. This is major. This is a major call. Yeah. William abdicate. It says divine timing is at play. What I will say this, based on what I see, there's a high likelihood that he may receive calls to abdicate from the church, and he very well may do so. The church is different than a gossip rag. The church has a direct impact on the people of the UK. So if the church has objection and they call for his removal, it will not be the same as the ugly campaigns that goes on with Harry and Meghan or whoever isn't to the liking of either Buckingham or Kensington Palace. So, I will say this. If the church calls for him to abdicate this throne, he will abdicate. I think it will be so ugly. He will abdicate. So that's how I'm going to call it. If the church puts it out there, the tide will turn. The energy shows that. That's all I have for right now. Bye-bye.